So we're on to the next part of exercise 5.2, and if you've got your everything extended into the proper columns, we'll find that, and you've totaled up all the columns, you probably find your columns don't equal. So the total of everything in the debit column or the expense column of the income statement is $33,850. Total of the revenue is only one number, $49,000. And the debits don't equal the credits. And you probably panicked a little bit the first time you saw that, but just relax, we'll deal with that in a moment. On the balance sheet side, we have the total of the debits, $79,300, and the total of the credits, $64,150. Those debits and credits don't balance. Freaking just a little bit, because by now you've developed that accounting gene that requires that you have debits equal to credits, but don't panic. Okay. So what's the difference here? How do we get these things in balance? Well, what we do is we try to figure out how wrong are we. Let's take a look at the income statement columns. The difference between the debit columns and the credit columns of the income statement is $15,150. So, heck, if I just add in $15,150 here, then both sides will equal $49,000. And this is the nice thing about accounting, is occasionally you can just make stuff up like this. But I'm not really making stuff up, am I? You've caught on. That line is actually the net income for this business. They had revenues of $49,000. They had total expenses of $33,850. So the difference between those, the net income, is $15,150. But here comes the real test. What's the difference between the total of the debit columns and the total of the credit columns on the balance sheet part of the worksheet? And hopefully, if your arithmetic is correct, it should be also $15,150, which means both the debit and the credit columns will be $79,300. The net income is required to actually bring the balance sheet back into balance, and the income statement into balance, and we've now completed the problem.